First Local News Weekly Report with Colette Linden.
Good evening, I'm Colette Linden, and here are the stories from First Local this week. A parking lot decision by City Council prompted a town hall meeting Thursday, hosted by the Downtown Association. At the last council meeting, a plan to approve a parking lot lease between the City and Sault Ste. Marie Housing Corps, Mama Westwind, and the North Shore Tribal Council Secretariat. In total, 90 spots were leased, leaving some downtown area workers looking elsewhere for parking.
Parking lot for all of these businesses. And I want this new venture to come downtown as much as anybody else. But they need to provide the parking, just like anybody else.
In years, the usage of the lots, so we have the data, we've shared it with the Downtown Association. That's where we were comfortable to go up to the 76%, and we didn't put all 90 spots into one lot. We spread them out over 3 lots. So we're going to monitor that closely. We'll communicate with Nicholas Luck from the Downtown Association month by month on the data usage.
But I don't believe the spaces that they think. I think their information and the data that they've extracted is completely not correct in terms of the times that they've taken them. I think the high times that we've had previously, previous to COVID, so many things that they have not taken into consideration.
To come out and lay their concerns on the table, and some of them may be real and some of them may not be real, but you could always find solutions when you come together beforehand. It's a done deal now. These arrangements are being made and people are acting on them. But I think the people that attended this evening, my family included, who own a business on Broad Street, are angry that no one consulted with them and asked them if they had any concerns about this and what advice they might offer in the way in which City would proceed. So,
recognizing certainly we did hear from some individuals that they had concerns. A lot of those concerns are perceptions versus reality. We're hearing a lot of what ifs from people. They're worried about future things that really aren't realities right now. But the other thing that's really important that we did hear was a couple of really great suggestions for solutions that people did have.
Sault Ste. Marie police officers have been cleared of any wrongdoing by the Special Investigations Unit. On March the 1st, 2024, a 54-year-old man who had been arrested on an outstanding warrant suddenly fell gravely ill while detained in the police station's holding cells. The Sault Ste. Marie Police Service promptly notified the SIU, the independent civilian oversight agency tasked with investigating incidents involving police and civilians that result in serious injury or death. The SIU immediately launched a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the man's medical crisis. At the time of his arrest, the man had consumed an unknown quantity of the potent opioid fentanyl. The arresting officers quickly administered the life-saving drug Narcan and called for emergency medical assistance. The man was rushed to the Sault Area Hospital for emergency medical assistance and urgent treatment. After being discharged from the hospital later that evening, the man was lodged in the police station's holding cells to await a bail hearing the following day. Just a few hours later at 11:48 p.m., the officers observed that the man had not moved and was exhibiting swallowing, breathing, and a weak pulse. The man was rushed back to the hospital where he was admitted to the intensive care unit in critical condition. After a thorough investigation and assessment of the evidence, SIU Director Joseph Martino determined that there were no reasonable grounds to believe that any of the involved police officers had committed a criminal offense in connection with the man's medical crisis. The recently painted rainbow flag crosswalk at the intersection of Spring and Bay Streets became the latest flashpoint in the ongoing tensions between evangelical Christian activists and the local LGBTQ+ community. On Tuesday evening, the vibrant celebratory pride display was defaced with hastily scrawled spray paint, a blatant act of vandalism that local officials condemned as an attack on the city's diversity and inclusive values. This crosswalk, which had been painstakingly painted by city workers just last month to commemorate Pride Month, however, the crosswalk's installation had already been the subject of heated debate and protest, with self-described evangelical Christian groups staging demonstrations to voice their opposition to what they perceived as the city's endorsement of an ideology that conflicted with their religious beliefs. On the evening of June 30th, 2024, a violent altercation erupted in a parking lot along Great Northern Road. According to police reports, at around 7:30 p.m., a heated argument broke out between the accused, William Maloney, and an unnamed victim. The two men, for reasons still unclear, became embroiled in a heated dispute that quickly turned physical. In the midst of the confrontation, Maloney allegedly lashed out, punching the victim directly in the face. But the assault did not end there. Maloney is then said to have grabbed a hammer and swung, harming the victim. Patrol officers were alerted to the disturbance and rushed to the scene. Upon arrival, they quickly apprehended Maloney and placed him under arrest. Maloney now faces serious charges, including assault with a weapon and simple assault. The Garden River First Nation has recently approved an initial payout as part of its landmark settlement stemming from the historic Robinson-Huron Treaty. This initial disbursement will provide a significant financial boost to each registered citizen, with individual payouts ranging from a minimum of $110,000 up to $175,000. The total number of beneficiaries is estimated to be around 3,300 people, all of whom are currently registered with Indigenous Services Canada as part of September 9th, 2023. While this initial payout represents just a fraction of the overall settlement amount, it signifies an important first step in compensating the Indigenous communities affected by the original 1850 treaty with the British Crown. In total, the 21 First Nations included in the Robinson-Huron Treaty finalized a staggering $10 billion settlement agreement with the federal and provincial governments back in January. This comprehensive deal not only provides direct payouts to individual citizens, but will also allocate $200 million towards establishing a lasting legacy trust fund to support the long-term needs and priorities of the affected communities. The Sault YMCA is racing against the clock to reach 1,000 new memberships to keep the agreement signed last month between the city and the YMCA to move forward. The campaign received a boost recently through an open house and membership event that saw another 200 new memberships purchased. The surge of new memberships comes at a crucial time for the Sault Ste. Marie YMCA, which has been navigating a challenging period, but is now seeing a remarkable resurgence of support from the local population. Since announcing that the facility would remain open, the YMCA has signed up over 1,600 new and returning members, but the YMCA still needs to secure an additional 800 memberships by July 15th in order to ensure its long-term viability. Joining us to discuss this further is Don Ferguson, Public Relations Manager with the Sault YMCA, and Elise Schofield, Board Chair of the YMCA. Thank you. Okay, Don, we're going to start with you. Tell us about the memberships and what's going on.
Okay, well, today, as we're taping this, we're currently coming up on 1,700 memberships, and our goal over the next couple of weeks is to get to 2,700. So we're well on our way, but we still have that last little hurdle to overcome.
Okay. Remind viewers exactly what's going on in the memberships. How are we reaching out to them? Where are we at? What's the plan?
Well, we have actually a pretty extensive membership drive going on. We have a number of offerings that we hope will bring people into the YMCA. If they haven't been in, now is the time to come in and see us and learn about what the YMCA is and what we do here in the community. We have a great introductory package for individuals and families, $20 for individuals, $50 for families right now. We have just introduced our new Y Fit card as well, which allows people to come in and enjoy our wellness center. So all the exercise equipment, all the cardio equipment, the weight room, and the walking track for a very, very low price of only $33.50 a month.
Okay, great. Okay, so you have a plan in action because we need to reach 2,700 memberships by July 15th. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so tell everyone a little bit about your plan in order to get there, and then we'll talk about, if we don't get there, but we will, what the secondary plan would be.
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of outreach right now. You'll see us at the Italian Festival this weekend.
Okay.
We had a successful barbecue, and I believe we're looking at another potential outreach as well with that. You'll see us in the media, such as this one, as well as our news release to get out there. We are optimistic of meeting those numbers, but on top of that, we are doing a large-scale campaign to businesses, and we're asking businesses to remember that we are a charitable charitable organization. So if you're looking to donate, we're looking for pledges. So you don't have to donate right now. We just need a pledge that you will be donating at a certain date. Or you can get a corporate membership for your business as well.
Oh,
It's
that's a good idea.
payroll deduction, right, Don?
We offer a payroll deduction opportunity, and we're also encouraging businesses, if this is something that you're not quite ready to jump into yet, why don't you give your employees an opportunity and simply pick up 3 months worth of memberships and just hand them out to your employees as well and let them try it and see what they think.
That's a great idea. If I were to be looking for a membership or a pledge, do I go online? Do I come in? What's the easiest way for everybody to get a hold of you guys?
You can certainly set your membership up online, but you can just stop into the YMCA at any time, and any of our membership services team or our fitness team are more than happy to show you around the building, give you a tour, show you all the different things that we have on site, and they'll get you set up as well.
Another thing we want to touch on before we leave today is just the amazing services that you offer, not only adults, but the children. When my children were younger, I relied on the YMCA. So let's talk a little bit about our summer programs for these children so that we can reach these numbers by July 15th.
Well, right now, actually, registration is still open for our swimming and for our child and youth programs through the summer. Spots are filling up fast, but there are still some openings. We still have some summer camp offerings as well. So, it's great opportunity for the kids this summer if you're looking for something to do with them. Yeah. We have our summer programs and activities set up as well in our summer schedules for all of our programming at the Y as well. One thing a lot of people don't realize about the Y is that the Y is a charitable organization. Yeah. So when you join the Y, when you support the Y, what you're actually doing, you are putting money back into these programs for equity deserving children, youth, adults, seniors, and families in the community who might not normally have the opportunity to take advantage of membership at the YMCA or these types of programs. Right. And your membership, your donations help offset the cost for those individuals so that they can take part in these types of activities.
Well said, Ron. Well said, Don. Thank you very much, and thank you for being here. Elise, I really appreciate it. The Y is a staple in our community, so let's get together and save the Y and join by July 15th. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. We have more news coming up, but first, let's take a look at your weather for the week ahead.
The Firstlocal Weekly Report is made possible with the support of these community-minded sponsors. Canadian Tire, made for life in Canada, 200 McNabb Street, Sault Ste. Marie. Arch, the Algoma Residential Community Hospice, 229 4th Line West. Get your tickets for the monthly 50-50 raffle. When you help hospice, everyone wins. The Medicine Shop, offering professional and confidential pharmacy services. The Medicine Shop, 59 Great Northern Road.
Welcome back. Agawa Canyon Tour Train launches a premium rail car for its passengers this summer. The Stone Gardener offers theater-style seating and enhanced dining options. The wood-paneled car seats 32 individual tickets can be reserved if a minimum number are sold per trip. Prices start at $500. Anyone under the age of 18 must be accompanied by an adult. The train runs from August 3rd to October 15th. The International BridgeWalk was canceled due to bad weather and will likely not be rescheduled this year. The BridgeWalk allows residents on both sides of the St. Mary's River to walk across the International Bridge and get a unique look at the river, passing freighters and the Twin Saults. Inclement weather on Saturday forced the event's cancellation as it would have been unsafe for walkers. The annual Rotary Fest celebration in Sault Ste. Marie is back and bigger than ever, promising 3 jam-packed days of music, food, and family-friendly fun at the beautiful Clerc Park. From July 18th to 20th, this beloved summer festival will once again transform the waterfront into a vibrant hub of activity with an exciting lineup of events and attractions to delight visitors of all ages. At the heart of the festivities will be the Rotary Community Day Parade, a beloved tradition that will wind its way down Bay Street, safely avoiding the ongoing construction on Queen. Leading the parade will be the Miracle Mile Color Blast, a spirited run in support of Rotary youth projects. But the musical entertainment is truly the star of the show, with not 1, not 2, but 3 free music stages offering an eclectic mix of local and regional talent.
The first LCBO strike in the history of Ontario has begun, marking the closure of government-run liquor stores across the province. Talks between the Crown Agency and the Ontario Public Sector Employees Union broke down on Thursday evening, with the sale of pre-mixed drinks at corner and grocery stores a key sticking point between the two sides.
Basically, we're fighting for a fair contract. Talks broke down. There was no movement at the table, and our strike deadline was at 12:01 a.m. this morning. Wage increase was definitely something we were discussing, but also we're concerned with Doug Ford's plan, his expansion plan with alcohol sales.
As a result, LCBO stores across Ontario will be closed for at least 2 weeks, or until a deal is reached.
I think so. I think in terms of what Doug Ford wants for Ontarians, he talks about convenience, but at the same time, he's trying to cater to his rich buddies. We're willing to grow with Ontario. We can be as convenient as Doug Ford wants us to be. So, I think he needs to get to the table and, or at least guide his buddies, at the table to strike a fair deal with us now.
If a deal is not reached by July 19th, 32 stores across the province will open for limited hours on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. In a statement Thursday evening, the government said it was disappointed talks had broken down and is refusing to back down from its plans to liberalize alcohol sales.
Privatization for years, there's been expansion in the past, but this speedy expansion that he's doing right now, and it's going to cost taxpayers, basically you and me and everybody else, over $1 billion, right? It's just nonsense. It's nonsense, and it's a waste of taxpayers' money.
After years in the planning stages, the Holy Trinity Church on Northern Avenue has come down. Construction is expected to begin soon on the 9-story building. 2 townhouses, which is a part of the care community, will also be demolished. It is not known when the new building will be completed. This project is one of many new apartment buildings currently under construction in the city. Others include a new 5-story complex on Lower Pin Street, along with several 6-story buildings planned for Upper Pine Street near 2nd Line East. On Monday, we celebrated Canada Day. There was a full day of activities, but before the party started, some local residents shared their thoughts with Firstlocal on why they are so proud to be Canadian.
We're a good country. There's no wars going on, and we're diverse. We're multicultural, and we help a lot of people.
And do you have plans for this particular 2024 Canada Day?
Yes, Canada Day. I got 2 people in the family that are birthdays, so we usually celebrate them.
Are you proud to be a Canadian?
Well, yes, it's the best country in the world. We have benefits here that very few countries have. And I grew up here. I was born and raised, and I just love it.
Canada Day plans, typically what do you do, or what do you plan to do on this particular one coming up?
Well, I spend it most Canada Days with my family. And I don't know what their plans are, but they'll include me.
Okay. Canada Day's coming on Monday. Are you a proud Canadian?
I am a proud Canadian, yeah.
And why are you a proud Canadian?
I think there's a lot of beautiful things about Canada that we, can appreciate. I think there's still ways to go and make it better, but I think I'm really lucky to live in Canada and surrounded by this beautiful nature and everything else.
And Sault Ste. Marie, typically people gather at the waterfront. What do you typically do on Canada Day, or what do you have going this year?
This year I'm working, so I won't be celebrating Canada Day at the waterfront, but I'll be at work celebrating there.
Canada Day is almost upon us. What do you typically do on Canada Day?
Well, we typically watch the fireworks. And anything that's going on in the community, and just being around other people.
And in terms of being a Canadian, are you a proud Canadian? And if so, why is that?
I feel I believe I am a proud Canadian, and I think I'm proud because I think Canada is one of the best countries in the world to live in. We have a lot of freedoms that they don't have otherwise, and good people.
Canada Day will be here Monday. I think it's our 157th. Are you a proud Canadian, and why?
I'm a proud Canadian because I spend a lot of my time in New York City and in the theater, so I move around a lot. And I can so appreciate what we have here in Canada in terms of our healthcare, moral and responsible debate. And the world is in a precarious spot at the moment, particularly watching politics around the world. And I feel safer here in Canada, even though we have to be vigilant. But my grandkids are about to arrive for Canada Day celebration, so it will be a good time for me and hopefully a good time for them, if the weather holds.
After unsettled weather this past week with wind, rain, and a bit of chill, Mother Nature offered us plenty of blue sky and pleasant temps for Sault Ste. Marie's celebration of Canada Day. Sault Mayor Matthew Shoemaker's two sons, 6-year-old Hudson and 2-year-old Maxwell, kicked things off at Roberta Bondar Pavilion a shade past 2 p.m.
Happy Canada Day! Happy Canada Day!
I remember last year it was cool, windy with my shorts on. This year it's beautiful.
Well, Sault Ste. Marie is a beautiful city. You got the water right here, close to the Michigan right over there. The United States is close by. Go up around Lake Superior, you can't beat going around the Thunder Bay and Wawa. The beautiful scenery. You can't beat it going around Lake Superior, I'll tell you.
I would say come to Sault Ste. Marie. Come to Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful places to be. You've got beautiful surroundings, amazing history, an amazing community with amazing people, one of the most resilient people I've ever seen in my entire life. And we are the best people, and it is one of the best places to be.
And are you a proud Canadian? And if so, why are you a proud Canadian?
I'm a proud Canadian because everyone in Canada is so sweet and nice.
Who agrees that Canada is the best country in the world? Yeah! We are kind, we are caring, we are compassionate. This is our country.
Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. One more time. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
Don't go away, we have more news coming up.
Thank you for joining us this week. This week we have Sassy. Sassy is a 6-month-old fixed cat. Sassy is not overly living up to her name. She does like to play a lot. However, she is more comfortable being around people, a little bit more mellow at times. She would really love a companion who is not so demanding on her needs. She likes to have her own space as well, but she will be very happy to be snuggling and loved and playing around in someone's home. I'm not too sure if she would like to be around a dog yet or not. She is quite young, so she might be able to adapt to that situation, but I believe that her personality is more fitted to other cats. She comes to the cafe by herself. She had no siblings with her, but she has gotten along with every other cat that's come in here, as well as all the other people. She did spend a little bit of time where she was a little bit nervous of people. She quickly adapted to the cafe environment here, and we're very happy to have her here. Come on down to the Cat Cafe, where we are more than happy to fix you up with all the paperwork that's required. It's only a couple pages, and then Tag will contact you, and then upon approval, they'll let me know that you have her, and we'll be happy to set her up for you.
The Firstlocal Weekly Report is made possible with the support of these community-minded sponsors. The Medicine Shop, offering professional and confidential pharmacy services. The Medicine Shop, 59 Great Northern Road. Arch, the Algoma Residential Community Hospice, 229 4th Line West. Get your tickets for the monthly 50-50 raffle. When you help hospice, everyone wins. Canadian Tire, made for life in Canada. 200 McNabb Street, Sault Ste. Marie.
And finally tonight, do you realize that we have a teddy bear festival in Sault Ste. Marie? The Sioux's first teddy bear picnic was held at Thompson's Farms. Event director Steph Tudin says that close to 1,000 residents attended the event. The teddy bear picnic raises funds for Kidsport, which is a local organization that provides grants to cover registration fees so that all kids aged 18 and under can play a season of their favorite sport. Kidsport provides grants of up to $500 per child per year. Tudin says that more than $3,000 was raised from this event.
Kidsports, they're a brand new charity in the community. They've only been around for a year, so it was really nice to partner with them. They've been amazing to work with, and if you don't know Kidsports, it's raising money for kids to play sports for 6 to 8 weeks who can't necessarily afford it, with the equipment as well. So anything kid-related is like near and dear to my heart.
That will do it for us this week. Don't forget to check out firstlocalnews.com anytime for breaking news 7 days a week. I'm Colette Linden, and for all of us here at First Local, have a great week, and we will be back next weekend.